That's what film can do for you.
Oh my gosh! Ah!
My nickname, my family baby nickname is Boo. And so growing up, everyone has always asked me, do you like Halloween? Or were you born on Halloween? And there was always this weird connection to Halloween that I didn't really choose. It sort of chose me. And then with the haunting of Greenberry and the evolution and growth of that, Halloween has become a really important time in my life. But I never really had like this crazy affinity to it. It just kept kind of following me around.
It's breathtaking, amazing. I mean, she's just flows. I mean, it takes your breath away. I mean, she just glides across the floor, and I mean, she is a competitor.
When I first was in college, and for my degree, theater and stage performance, you have to take dance classes. And so I had jazz class and modern, and found that I really wasn't very good. But when I walked into the ballroom studio and I did a cha-cha and a swing for the first time, something was really different. Everything was really different. And I just kind of got tunnel vision at that point and went full steam ahead. I knew that that's exactly where I wanted to go.
That's amazing. I mean, you're watching people of all ages out there performing in front of the public, and it's kind of like they're at their own personal Disney ball. I mean, everyone's dressed up to the hilt, amazing clothing, jewelry, everyone's having a great time, smiles, everyone's at their best look and performance. I mean, the atmosphere is pretty high, everyone's pretty happy, everyone's looking forward to it, there's a lot of energy.
Some of the awards mean more to me than others, but I think the top sounding awards are North American Champion, United States Open Finalist, World Runner-Up, and there's titles that go to me and my professional partner at the time, and then I also have titles that are for me and my students, because at the same time I was taking students around and traveling with them and competing. So in that area I have world titles, as well as US or North American titles. But then some of the ones that really mean the most to me are like the Manhattan Dance Championships or the Emerald Ball. At one point I just kind of looked around and I went, I'm not so happy running around and staying in hotels and flying all over the place and coming home, and it just wasn't very fulfilling anymore. And I kind of had this inkling that I wanted to stop. And it was really kind of a strange coincidence. I happened to come home here to Missouri for my 20-year high school reunion, and I ran into someone who I would end up later marry. I didn't really get away from the competitive dancing because now I still travel, but I'm judging and coaching instead of competing. Top of that, I have all of my flash mob classes, and this is something I'd never done before, and it was totally just a fluke that it even happened, but had all these people that came and did the haunting of Greenberry one year, and they wanted to stick around the entire year. So I had to develop a program and classes for them. So at Christmas, they learn throughout the beginning of December, real fast, we learn a Christmas or a Hanukkah song, a routine to a Christmas or Hanukkah song. And then I've connected with Central Missouri Foster and Adoption, and we get the names and addresses of some foster families. We go knock on their door at night, one night in December, and then we dance for them in their yard, kind of like Christmas caroling, but we're dancing for them instead. And that was one of the really fun projects that we came up with. I started it the first year because I was living here, but I was working out of town a lot, and when I was actually in town, I didn't have a whole lot to do. So I was just kind of bored, and for some reason I just started making Halloween tombstones out of 2x4s and insulation foam. And then I just made kind of a cemetery set for the yard. And then it kind of dawned on me that even though I made all these awesome props, nobody would come look at it. So then it kind of made sense that I had to put some dancing with it also. It hasn't really changed a lot over the past few years. It's kind of slowly evolved and expanded to have more props, more people, more animatronics. The clowns are made with a PVC armature. It's just 1-inch PVC pipe you cut into varying lengths that would represent the bones in a body. And I was really lucky to stumble upon a company that sells PVC joints but have a ratchet action, so they're flexible. So you can pretty much form this figure into any humanly or unhumanly posable form.
Once Halloween's done, it's never done. She'll be out somewhere and she will see some 2-inch foam, and boom, it's popping in her head that she's gonna make this mausoleum or something. I mean, it's always something that will pop up that she's always thinking or planning ahead, you know, and just different ideas. So, I mean, she does prepare well ahead of time, and, you know, she wants things perfect, just like when she performs at ballroom. You know, she wants to put on a great show for the community and make sure too that the props are done well, and you know, and so people enjoy, you know, taking the time out to come and see this. I'm gonna say it's just the Haunted Greenberry is a nonprofit 501c3. Basically is we're selling shirts this year, and those profits help go for paying for the lighting, the sounds, you know, and for them to flash mob throughout the year, and for supplies. This is a great organization that you know, is giving back to the community, something different that you know, most towns don't see.
First, I want to give thanks to all the dancers. They have worked so hard for months to be able to learn this choreography. I am LaRinda McRaven. This is the